Hello there. So in this video, I'll be reviewing Sabermax Graflex ESB or Anakin Skywalker lightsaber. So this video will not be a tutorial, so I won't be showing you how to exactly operate this lightsaber, but it's just a review to share with you my experience with the company, the shipping, and the lightsaber itself. Alright, so first of all, I ordered this lightsaber at around April 28, and the lightsaber has been finished at June 8, and it has and after that they shipped it through DHL, and it has arrived on my doorstep at June 10. However, in June 10, as you can see on their website over here, okay, at June 10, the only thing that arrived is the box, the hilt, the blade plug, and the battery. However, the blade and the charger, which is over here, okay, actually arrived at around June 13. So after 3 days after the hilt was shipped. And finally, this lightsaber costed me $600, but I had to pay for customs tax, which amounts to around $200. Okay, so overall, this thing has set me back for around $800. Okay, but to me, all the weight and the quality was pretty much worth it, and the quality that I get for this from the Profi board on the lightsaber is actually pretty amazing. Okay, but still, it is not cheap. Okay, it is not cheap. It is quite expensive, and there are better things that you could have bought with this amount of money. Nonetheless, their customer service has been pretty fast. Okay, they whenever I chat them, they often reply in sometimes less than a minute. Okay, within an hour, even on the weekends. So, in terms of customer service, they are legitimate and they are always there for you. So here we go. I purchased at around April 28 with the shipping of around 44 Singaporean dollars. Now, going back into the lightsaber. Okay, the box here, you just have to lift it up. Okay, and you are greeted by their thank you for your purchase card with the instructions on how to operate it. Of course, you have here the screw to loosen up the blade plug and also to tighten the blade. You also have their calling card at the bottom over here. Very fancy. Okay, it's from Sabermax. And finally, their amazing hilt, which is over here, greeted to you by a bubble wrap. Okay, so there we go. So the first time I saw this hilt, I was love at first sight. Okay, it was amazing, and the finishing and the weight. Okay, it feels just so right, and it just feels so legitimate. Okay, because compared to my $300 Xenopixel blade over here, it's actually 1.5 times heavier. And if we are to look at a scene from Star Wars Episode 7, you can see over here that they're almost identical. So there we go. The way the light reflects it's similar to the film, and also the size. Okay, of course the only difference is that in here it has the Graflex name on it, but in here they had to remove it for the film. So another experience that I had is that I thought this lightsaber is actually broken. Okay, so first of all, let's to give some more to make sure I give out proper context to this, is that we would first reach the battery, a J-locking mechanism for the pommel and the locking, and of course we remove the case for the chassis for the main board, and there we go. So of course I made sure the battery was fully charged. Okay, and I made sure that I didn't reverse the polarity on this thing, so I know it was actually full charge. So I thought I had to hold this to hold the power button, the auxiliary switch, and so on. But actually, I just discovered accidentally that you have to reach the main board switch for this one, the kill switch. And to do that, I actually had to pull this. Okay, I actually did this accidentally. I thought I had broken the lightsaber, but it's actually a part of the design. Okay, so the main board which connects to the hilt, and of course the kill switch is over here. Put it to the left. So let me actually put all of these back and turn off the lights and see how the lightsaber performs in the dark. So again, this will just be a review not a tutorial, so there are things that I might not say or show here, but just pretty much my expression with this item, with this lightsaber over here. Alright, so I'll first be starting with my $300 Xenopixel blade. Pure red, as you can see over here. So what you're seeing right now is that it's not the actual representation of how this lightsaber would look like on a naked eye. So as you can see on the video right now, there's a lot of glowing effect in this thing, which isn't actually what you would see. So how you would actually see the lightsaber with your naked eye is something like this. There we go, something like this. So how about the Graflex lightsaber? How would it look like? Here we go. So as you can see on my left on my left lightsaber is that you can actually see some shadows on the right side over here. So do you see those lines, okay, moving around? That's actually the side shadows. But on the NeoPixel blade provided by SaberMac is that there's almost no side shadowing over here. So I'm actually rotating it right now. And there's a little bit of shadows over here, but then it's barely visible, unlike this one over here. So now let me go through different sound fonts on what this contains.
Hello there. I am a Jedi, like my father before me. That lightsaber was his. This party's over.
It has smooth swing as well, of course.
I am Pre-Vizsla. We are the Death Watch, descendants of the true warrior faith, all Mandalorian. Jedi scum.
Maybe I should practice more first.
I can sense how powerful you are. I've been waiting for this day for a long time. As you wish.
Sword deployed. I'm Cheeto. Call me Asuna. Now this is fun.
Team C. Hello there.
And there you go. Those are the sound fonts available for this lightsaber. So, turning back the brightness up, we also of course the smooth swing. Of course, some blasters. And of course, finally, gesture controls. Although the gesture controls are quite harder, you have to twist them. You have to twist a little bit harder to turn it on. While in my Xenopixel blade, it's just a little twist. So there you go. I won't be comparing exactly the differences of these two lightsabers in terms of the difference of Xenopixel and Profi board, but also one thing to take note is that even though that the lightsaber is 1.5 times heavier, the blade itself is actually very light. Okay, so actually as I'm holding this now, they're actually the same weight. Okay, and if not, it's a little bit. This one's a little bit more lighter because of the blade. So perhaps because the blade Saber Mac provided me is much more thinner, so which means that this thing cannot be used for dueling at all, any type of dueling, I assume. So some final thoughts on this lightsaber. Do you think that it is worth it? Is it worth spending, for me, okay, $800 for this lightsaber? The answer is that it really depends, okay? Because if you want to have a high quality hilt, okay, you want to have a very high quality hilt, but you're not but you're not here to really customize things, okay? It's not your thing, wherein you have to look at the soundboard to do the nitty-gritty details of adding sound fonts. If you're not into that, okay, then I suggest you get this you get a high quality replica with a Xenopixel soundboard, okay, because it can the overall price could be much more cheaper getting the same quality replica such as this, but a much more cheaper soundboard such as the Xenopixel, okay? But if you're someone, okay, who wants a very high quality replica, okay, from the finishing to the details and so on, and at the same time you are very keen on customizing your blade styles, effects, those sound fonts and so on, then like me, okay, then of course having a Profi board is a good purchase. But of course, one thing to take note is that once I begin adding sound fonts to this or customizing blade styles, it will actually void my warranty with Saber Mac. Okay, so that's one thing to take note of. So I can't just say that it's better for you to get a $300 lightsaber, the one that I have, the Luke Skywalker, compared to a $600, because it really depends on the person, on what your needs are, or what you plan to do with this lightsaber. But nonetheless, I would still like to give my thanks to Saber Mac for making my dreams come true with regards to delivering this lightsaber not for over a year. Saber Mac is pretty much legitimate. They answer your questions very fast, and comparing the prices of the same specs, okay, a Profi board, the Graflex with this type of quality, okay, their pricing is actually fair, okay. They're not too, of course, they're $800 for a lightsaber is not cheap, but compared to other prices, other products with the same specs, their items are priced very fairly. So that's pretty much it, my full review with the Graflex lightsaber, and I will talk to you soon.